What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you another video in my must-have Miss Gag series. This is my series that I personally created, inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages that I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, I will have all of the items listed and linked down below. Those links will be affiliated links. If you do not feel comfortable doing that, just feel free to Google the name of the item that I have, and it should pop up down there for you all. This makeup look I am going to be having coming up very soon. I don't know if I'm going to do the makeup look first or this video first, so just stay tuned. Look down below in the description. If it's there, then it's uploaded. If not, it is coming soon, but it will be coming in this next week or so. I am filming this on No, we're not in February. I'm filming this on November 12th. It has been 3 months since I've done this video, so there is a lot to go over, and I'm not gonna really harp on focusing on everything that I have not talked about. I'm gonna focus on the highlights, really the things that I can't live without, the things that I really feel the need to talk to you guys about. So hopefully y'all are gonna rock with me on that, and I think that's kind of how I'm gonna go from now on, only talking about the things that I'm really interested in, and not really harping on addressing everything. Let's get to it. So I'm just gonna scoot over. We're gonna hopefully be in focus. I think I'm still in focus, I hope. And we're gonna have everything over here. I apologize once again, the focus, all of that. I'm working on getting my lens fixed, hopefully this weekend, actually, so tomorrow, really. So hopefully that works out. Alrighty, so first we're gonna start off with a new product from Nomad Cosmetics, and they had released 2 highlighters. I'm sure by now these are both completely sold out. These launched on November 1st. The other reason I'm talking about them is because I have highlighters from this brand before they switched to being Menagerie. Previously, they were Makeup Monsters, and I have one highlighter. I love it. It is so pretty. It is a orangey kind of goldy situation going on. It's a really pretty highlighter, and obviously I don't know definitively if this is the same formula. It's different packaging, but I will say that that highlighter I love, clearly. And so if it is the same packaging or the same formulation, I would say go for it. It looks really pretty. The only reason I'm not getting them is because I don't need any more highlighters, and I'm not really a fan of these colors, to be quite frank. I don't mind pinky highlighters, but I will run, not walk, for orangey highlighter. These I'm not really pressed over, so for that reason I did go ahead and skip. Ace Beauté, they released a Tropical Vibes palette. It is available now, and this is with their new formulation. So I know a lot of people are like up in arms with now trying the brand overall, because they've basically reformulated and it's been approved by the biggest and best booty gurus. If you did not see one of my previous Shop My Stashes, I actually kind of addressed this palette in saying that I think it is beautiful, but I don't need it, because I have a palette already in my collection that is very reminiscent of this. And my goal moving forward, financially, but just like consumer smart wise, is that if I have something that is pretty much the same thing, your girl ain't gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna do my best not to get it. So now I will say there is a caveat. If it's like a palette that I created with singles, not necessarily, but if it's a full-on palette that I've already purchased, why am I going to get another palette with the same color scheme? You feel me? So for that reason, I went ahead and passed, and I did do a get ready with me. I feel like I was able to create a look that I would have been able to create with this palette. Moving forward though, if Ace Beauté comes out with a color scheme that I'm really interested in with the same continuously good formula that I'm hearing so many good things about, then maybe I will pick it up. But for right now, I personally am gonna go ahead and pass, but it's a beautiful color scheme. Nomad Cosmetics, they came out with a collaboration with Cole MUA. I don't know that makeup artist, but they seem to be really good. This is a very basic color scheme, but I've low-key been into these basic color schemes. I don't know what it is, but I've been into them. But I did not pick this up because I was not the biggest fan of Nomad Cosmetics' foils. They're metallics. I don't feel they are metallics. I feel like they're more shimmers. That's not a bad thing. But for me, with my preferences, I want metallics in my collection, in my palettes. I want, if it's not a metallic, I want it to be a duochrome. I want there to be textures and differences with my colors. And so for me, although the mattes look beautiful, delicious, I even enjoy the shades of shimmers that are in this, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And yeah, I'm good. Like I said, the matte formulation that I tried, I really did enjoy, but I just was not a huge fan of the shimmer formulation. So that's why I'm passing. But of course, you could always put like a NYX glitter glue under and feel like a better effect. But I don't want to have to do that to get what I'm looking for. You know me? You feel me? Okay. So Nomad Cosmetics, they came out with their holiday collection. And this time, I believe their holiday collection is more in the realm of Christmas, not necessarily Halloween like they've done, I believe, the last 2 years. This one, although it's themed around the finding of the signs of the loved ones that have passed away, I think it's more geared towards Christmas, if you feel me. I don't know how I feel. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. Anyways, I actually like this palette. I do like it, but it is expensive. It is an expensive palette. It is not cheap by any means. I want to say their palette is $70. And I don't got it. I don't got it. Had it been released, so I'm on their like list where they do send me the email, oh, this is launching right now, it's on sale, pick it up before it really launches. Bert, they only allow you to pick up the full collection. I didn't want the full collection. I would only want the palette. So I don't really know. And I'm also conflicted because this seems to be a new formulation, because this is formulated in Italy. All of their other palettes, to my knowledge, have not. So I'm very conflicted because this is a really beautiful color scheme. It's formulated with, it seems to be a really good formulation. I don't know. I'm not definitively saying no on this one, but right now I'm saying not now. It will be launching into Sephora later this month, around Black Friday time. So who knows? Who knows? Then we have Huda Beauty. So Huda Beauty has released a new big eyeshadow palette, and this is the Rose Quartz palette. And I think I'm very confidently going to say that I am going to full on pass on this. I don't want it and I don't need it. And we're going to discuss why. First of all, Huda Beauty loves to put these weird textures in her palettes, and I am telling myself, and I'm rocking with it, if I don't like every shadow in the palette, I don't need it. And I don't like that funky color in the middle. I don't need it. I don't like it. So off bat, that's one reason. But also there are quite a few light shades in this palette, and your girl is chocolate, okay? I need darker shades. Even just looking at the one palette that I have near me, which is her nude palette, there are quite a few light shades. Like this 9 pan right here, all light. I took out the 2 glitters because I'm not going to use them, but there are some dark shades, don't get me wrong, but there are quite a few light shades, and this is already enough light shades for me that I don't need to bring in another palette from her that are giving me more light shades. Now, don't get me wrong, that Naughty palette I've been side-eyeing, but I'm not going to bring it in because I have this, okay? And I don't think I need the Naughty palette if I have this or the Color Rain palette. But I've gone on a tangent, so let me get back on it. I just don't think that I really need this palette, so I'm not going to talk myself into it. That's how we're going to chalk that up. Haas Labs have released their holiday collection. And I actually like the packaging. I like the vibes that it's presenting, but I just don't need it. I don't need it. There's nothing that I'm really going above and beyond for. I will say though, their blushes look really pretty. And I would be intrigued potentially, but I don't know where to buy Haus Labs, to be quite frank. Like, where do I buy it? Okay, so I'd have to go to Amazon or their website. I'm just not convinced. I'm really just not convinced. And once again, I'm not going to talk myself into it, but the packaging is really pretty. The shades of the blushes are really pretty, but I'm not convinced, and I'm not going to talk myself into it. Keep going. Next is something that I have. So we're not even going to post a photo because I have it in my grubby palms, and the packaging is trashed, but it's okay. I bought the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. So this is the Glam Palette. I got the dark shade, and I'm really excited to play with this palette. I honestly should have played with it today, but I was just on autopilot getting through some videos that I already had in mind. So you have the cream blush and the highlighter. The highlighter is not a cream, and then you have these neutral eyeshadows on the bottom. Now, I bought this trying to be smart, and I think it is a very smart purchase because one, I just really enjoy Natasha Denona's formula, but also this is a one and done palette, and in the career that I aspire to be, right, I'm not gonna have time to pull out a million different products. I will have time obviously after I'm done with work, but to prepare for work, I'm not gonna have time. So the idea that I can just go into this palette and create a natural and neutral toned look with some cheek products that I will be reaching for, because I just have a feeling these are going to be really pretty on my skin. I'm just very excited. Now, I will say I was very perturbed, and I've never really been so perturbed about the fact that there was so much difficulty getting this particular shade. So she has two shades in this one, if you did not know, and I guess now I'll put the screen the two different shades. She has a light and a dark, and booty guru after booty guru that pre-purchased or whatever were preferring the darker one, and these are people who are of a lighter complexion, and I'm not about to sit here and be mad, like, no, but it does kind of perturb somebody of my complexion when I can't get my hands on it, and this is made for me. So whatever, I got it. I hope that everybody else that wanted it and wanted to get the discount were able to get it. I had to honestly hustle. I hustled, okay? I put in a zip code that I don't actually live in to find a location that actually had this in store. I purchased it that night. I shopped till I dropped, and then I ran to the actual store to get it. But it just, it sucks, but it's just makeup at the end of the day. Just makeup. Wait till it launches or wait till it restocks, and then you'll get it. I'm just really happy that I was able to get it, and I don't think I'm going to be doing a dedicated video, but I will be testing it out and talking to you guys about it and all of the other stuff that I picked up. I will be doing a rehaul, if you will, for this month's purchases. Jaclyn Hill, so she came out with a jewelry and accessory line, and honestly, I don't know much about jewelry and accessory. I generally get my metal and stuff from the place that I get my piercings at, and then I just kind of finesse any other jewelry that I'm interested in. I just pick it up. So I don't know if these are really good or really bad, but the pricing is something I can't rock with. I can't rock with this pricing. It's just too expensive. The stuff that I wanted, which is like the classic link chain, is $90. Who has $90 for a necklace? Not I. Okay, I'm trying to talk myself out of a melt palette for $70, and I'll get more use. I mean, let me not lie. I'll probably get a lot of use out of this necklace, but I don't want to spend that money and then the necklace turns green or something, you know? So I would love to know if you know if this is like really good quality and stuff, let me know down below. But I really just want like a classic chunky silver necklace. I really want one. So please let me know down below if like you know of a brand that you would more so recommend that is better quality, the same quality, whatever, that has similar designs in their necklaces as she does, because I don't want the really small ones. I want a chunky one. You know what? I should look at Michelle Wong's website. I know she has a little bit of jewelry on there. But I don't know if she has chunky short chains like this. I need to do that. But otherwise, please do let me know down below, because I am interested and I would appreciate knowing. So Dominique Cosmetics came out with a new palette, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I really like this palette. So she does very simple, clean, nude color schemes. The only reason, and I quite literally mean the only reason, that I cannot convince myself to pick it up is actually because of my redesign of my Natasha Denona palettes. And if you look, this 9 pan right here is pretty much her mattes. Those are her mattes. And then she has what? She has that beautiful, beautiful purpley shimmer. I have that. I have that. And I have it in better formulations. I have it in duochrome. I have it in, like, I have it, unfortunately. But I will say I really enjoy my Dominique Cosmetics palette. Is this on Sephora? Could I get 20% off? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because 20%, I'm still paying that 80%. Think, Blake, think. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pass, but I think this is a really, really pretty palette. And yeah, it's only $42. And I also appreciate that she's, you know, talking about the fact that you could use these as multifunctioning shades, especially because her pans are so big. Think of like Give Me Glow if you're more indie in mind. They're pretty big palettes, or pretty big pans, so you could use these as blushes, highlighters, bronzers, all of the above. So really, really pretty, but I can't. Makeup Revolution did a collaboration with The Matrix. Can we discuss the fact that The Matrix is coming out with another video or a movie? Like, what you finna do? What you finna do? Because Neo is dead. His bae is dead. Like, everybody good is dead. So what we finna do with this next video? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyways, the one thing that I wanted to talk about was the really bright colored palette. That actually caught my attention. It made me do, in Samantha Watch's terms, a double take. But I'm not going to pick it up because although I did not personally have any problem with the Makeup Revolution palettes that I purchased in the past, I also just don't want to do it because I had a problem with the shipping, and I was not a huge fan of that, and a lot of their collections don't actually come to Ulta. So I'm personally going to pass, but I just thought it was a really cute collection, and I wanted to talk about the fact that, like, Matrix, stay in the 90s, okay? Like, anyways, hopefully this video will go up before the end of the VIB sale. In case you did not know, the VIB sale is going on right now. So depending on your tier, you get a certain percentage off. Currently, I am Rouge, and I'm only Rouge because they finessed it where basically, depending on your 2019 purchases, you were pushed to that in 2020 and then pushed to that again in 2021. So that's the only reason why, because 2020 I did not buy a lot of makeup, and this year alone I have not bought a lot of makeup. I think I still have to purchase almost, last time I checked, it was somewhere near $700 worth of makeup to be Rouge again next year. And for me, I'm not really pressed. I'm really not that pressed. I do enjoy getting the discount, but I'm not going to sit here and buy a whole bunch of stuff just to get the discount next year again. You feel me? And either way, I think right now I would end up being 15% off. So we're going to rock with that. We're going to rock with that. That's fine. And if I happen to buy enough next year that I end up being Rouge, then I'll be Rouge. If I don't, we Gucci. Nikkietutorials. So Nikkietutorials came out with the skincare line, and I haven't heard much about this, so I would really appreciate if you've heard stuff, if you've tried it, let your girl know. She came out with a cooling stick, a moisturizer, a glow serum, a setting spray, and a fan, a handheld fan. Honestly, I still have a handheld fan that a sorority sister gave me in college for, I think, for Christmas, I think. The only problem is that I ran out, the batteries died, so I really need to put new batteries in, but I've just been too lazy. So I really don't need the fan. I don't need anything from this, but if something is good and you guys are saying like it really changed my life or it changed my skin, I would love to know, because then when I do need to re-up, which I don't because I just re-upped on all of my skincare, then maybe I will incorporate some of this stuff. But I am intrigued by the fan, even though I have no business being intrigued. None. Natasha Denona came out with a palette while I was gone, and it is called the Retro Palette. And it is a pinky, more purpley leaning lavender-ish palette. I think it is pretty, and I can see me wanting to switch around my palettes again with some of these mattes. There are quite a bit of shimmers. This is heavily shimmer heavy. There are only 4 mattes. Everything else is a shimmer, and this is a 15 pan palette, which means there are 11 shimmers and 4 mattes. Wait, I don't understand. I don't want problems. Let me know if you know where that's from. I would love to know. Anyways, for me, this is not it. It's not it, sis. I'm sure this is going to be around for a while. I really do love her midi size palettes. I have 2 of these, and then I have one of her huge ones, the like $200. I got that on sale, major sale. I got it when it was like down to like 100 or something. That's the only reason why I was able to afford that. But anyways, I'm gonna say no to this now, but as we can see, when it comes to the Natasha Denona, I love her formula, and I also can't seem to fully say no and then mean no for the rest of my life. So I may purchase it in a future when my collection is looking different, but for right now, no means no, ma'am. So Colourpop, I think I have a couple of collections to talk about Colourpop, but we're going to focus on the one that I'm looking at right now, and this is the Tinkerbell collection. This collection, the palette specifically, okay, let's focus on the palette, could have been so good. It could have been so good. The greens are so dynamic. The shimmers, dynamic. What's going on with the 2 pinky tones? Why are they on the same level? Why did she not give us a richer, deeper, more pigmented pink? Why is the pink? So in my palette, right, that I redid, you see these 2 pinks? Can you see the depth difference? I don't think you can. I think it's washing it out. Well, look at this red. If that pink would have been like that depth difference, I would have ran, not walked. I'm still intrigued enough that I may pick it up, but I don't know if I want to support Colourpop, because Colourpop, right, they are a big consumerist brand. Fine, whatever. They pull from like people or entities that a lot of people are super tied to. Fine, whatever. But they put out so much makeup that they are contributing to global warming and all of that and people's finances. I don't know. I don't know. And then the blushes are so pretty. Those 2 blushes, what? The blush, the highlighters, I was gonna do a My Perfect palette for this, but I don't even know if I can bring myself to do that without buying this. Maybe that'll be what I do after this video to like try and curb my desire. But I'm telling you guys, I love the palette. I love the packaging. But Colourpop, what? This is why I only have 1 palette from y'all. Like, BK Beauty came out with lipsticks and lip liners. Now, I hear really good things about the lipsticks and lip liners. My thing is though, these shades are shades that I know I'm not going to get a lot of use out of. I get a lot of use out of brownie nudes. I know that about myself. I am coming to grips with that about myself. I will go for the funky colors as well, but when it comes to the nude range, if it's not a brownie undertone, I don't want it. I don't need it. I ain't gonna buy it. So for me, I'm going to pass and wait for her to come out with some more brownie nudes, and then maybe I'll pick it up. The only thing I have from BK Beauty right now is a brush set because of an influencer that my brain is not coming up with. But I really do enjoy the brushes. Very good product. They've been holding up in my collection really well. Nomad Cosmetics also came out with an Indigo Ink Palette. And, you know, I used to love Nomad Cosmetics' funky color schemes. I used to think that they were really cool. They would make me think out of the box. But what is this? Like, huh? I don't understand. I really don't. Like, they took the funky color scheme and they went left. They went left. I do enjoy their formula. I have 3 or 4 of their palettes. I went ahead and just like redid the formulations. Of course, if you want to see the video, check out down below. I will link that for you guys. But like, I don't want to keep having to redo it because y'all funky color schemes are just so left field that I can't understand it. Now, that one greeny shade, it reminds me of a green shade from originally, I think it was originally in the Whale Song palette. Is it still there? No, it's not. I don't know where it is. I think I actually put it in my smaller palette. I don't know. I mixed the shades up. Who knows? But either way, it's a really pretty shade and it reminds me of that. But I can't. Odin's Eye did a collaboration with 3 influencers, and I personally follow 2 of those influencers. I follow Tina from The Fancy Face, and I follow Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner. I think that both of their palettes scream them personality-wise, etc., etc. And I like the shades, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. It's not that expensive. It's only $27 or 27 euros. So I don't know what that would convert to $2. But I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm still intrigued. Would you guys be interested in seeing a video on it? Let me know. It's been a while since this released. This released in September. So a while. We are now in November. But I would love to be... Let me know. If you guys are interested, I'm interested, but I don't know if I need to bring it into my collection. Once again, I'm still very much aware of the fact that I personally would like to move for one reason or another in the year 2022, which is next year, okay? And so I have a lot of makeup, okay? And the way that I'm gonna be moving, I don't even know what state I'm gonna be moving necessarily, but I know I'm gonna be moving, okay? And it's not gonna be anywhere in the East Coast. So, moving all of that makeup, that's gonna be a lot. So I need to, like, you know, downsize just a wee bit. So we'll see what happens. We will. She Glam, which is Shein's makeup line, came out with a whole bunch of stuff. I personally am no longer supporting fast fashion, and I'm trying to get myself to be aligned with not supporting fast makeup, which was the whole rant that I had earlier with Colourpop. So for me, I'm not going to be supporting this, but I thought the color schemes were pretty. So, you know, that's why I wanted to talk about it pretty much. Beauty Bakery came out with a eyeshadow palette. I've not tried their eyeshadow palette formulation, and I haven't tried much from Beauty Bakery in the grand scheme of things. I've tried their setting spray, which the nozzle went left on me, so I will not be repurchasing that. And I might have tried a liquid lipstick years ago. I don't really remember. I haven't tried much in the grand scheme of things, and I'm not going to try this. It's a beautiful color scheme, nice fall color scheme, but I don't need it. Revolution is collaborating with Marilyn Monroe. I just thought this was really pretty packaging. I'm not really interested in any of the products inside. Just like I said, really, really pretty packaging. Viseart. What is Viseart doing? Like, I'm concerned. I haven't purchased from Viseart in years. Their formulation was good when I purchased. Their color schemes aren't things that I'm like gravitating towards. So yeah, I'm gonna easy pass on these. It's just one of those things where I want to sit back and talk to you guys like, what are they doing? Here we go, Colourpop again. Colourpop, like, they extended their Mandalorian collection, and I wanted this child palette so much, so badly, but I could not justify picking it up. Now they not only come out with the child palette, but they come out with the actual Mandalorian palette. I like this palette too. I like the mirror. I like the bag. I like the glosses. On the screen, I'll tell you guys if I pick this up, but I'm hoping that when I go onto the website, everything's going to be sold out. I'm hoping, including that Tinkerbell palette. Just be sold out, because if I don't remember, and I know I'm not going to remember to come back to it, then I won't have it. But like, you see the depth and the different colors of that child palette. Why didn't they do that with the Tinkerbell? I don't be understanding Colourpop sometimes. It just makes no sense. I have so much to talk about and I'm just fooling around. Okay, MAC is sneak peeked. I believe this is for the holidays, a Sculpt and Glow palette. That Sculpt shade is just too ashy for me. Okay, I've been through that phase. I no longer want to go back to that phase. So it's an easy pass for me. Plus, I doubt it's going to be dark enough to actually do anything on my complexion. So easy pass. NYX is doing a collaboration with La Casa de Papel Money Heist. That's a Netflix show apparently. Child, I don't know. I don't want it. I will say though, I think people are overlooking the eyeliners. NYX eyeliners low-key slap, okay? So if these are colors that you're interested in or you could get use out of, I say pick it up. But otherwise, I mean, I'm truly unconvinced. Okay, let's keep going because my battery is going to die and I don't want it to die. Okay, Ariana Grande, she came out with her makeup brand and it is Rim. I think that this is a little too basic for me, a little too neutral for me, but I am intrigued to see what goes on with her brand in the future. I know a lot of people love her perfumes. I'm not a huge fan of them personally, but once again, intrigued to see what happens in the future. Dominique Cosmetics came out with a more holiday themed 6-pan palette, and the reason that I am not picking this up, because once again, I enjoy Dominique Cosmetics. I enjoy her color schemes. There are a couple reasons. One, there's a glitter. Two, 4 of those shades look like doubles. And I can't justify it. I cannot. I don't want those problems, okay? So somebody that I follow, Doodle by the Bunny, she is collaborating with Milan Rowe Makeup. And previously I had wanted to try Milan Rowe Makeup, but I just never did. This is her collaboration palette. It's a pretty palette. It is. But if I'm being honest, that burgundy is just throwing me off. It is. It's throwing me off. And I can't. I really can't. So I'm going to pass on this, but congratulations to her. Really happy for her. I really do enjoy following her because she comes out with some banging color schemes, but this one just didn't work for me. Colourpop also came out with their holiday collection. So this is their Roaring Hearts collection. This is really, really neutral. This is not the type of neutrals that I want. But yeah, this is their collection. I guess, I don't know, I guess I went into the phase where I was just pinning everything. I'm not intrigued to talk about this. Glaminatrix. Glaminatrix's Halloween holiday collection, which is the Silent Night palette. I don't know if I should pick it up. I really want to pick it up. I've purchased from them in the past, but it was a very long time ago when they only did singles, not when they did palettes. This palette looks so pretty, so pretty. I don't know. We'll see. Last thing I want to talk about, and then we're done, is Nomad Cosmetics. Nomad Cosmetics has shown their limited edition Keepsake Palette for the holidays, and they are 9 shades. There are 8 brilliant foils and 1 intense black matte. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to pick this up. I thought there were some mattes in here. I don't need an all shimmer and 1 matte palette, but I do enjoy Nomad Cosmetics. I tend to actually pick up almost all of their palettes, but not that one. Yes, son, bring me the color. Anyways, a lot of things I talked about, a lot of old, a lot of new. It seems in my future that I'm going to be making a massive Colourpop order and an Odin's Eye order. Those are the two brands I feel like that I am most likely to actually pick up after kind of going through all of these things and like talking through them again with you guys. I'm so intrigued by those things. Let me know down below. Also, let me know if you picked up that Dominique Cosmetics Coral Blossom palette. I am intrigued. I am intrigued, but I can't talk myself into it. Anyways, it is time for me now to charge this battery, to look up all of the products that I am intrigued by, to see if I can/will be picking them up, and yeah, to do more videos, because that's why I'm here. It's my day off and I am thriving in it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to me down below, products that you want, products you don't want, what you already picked up, if you liked it, if you didn't. I would love to hear from you guys as always. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.